Hey guys, what's up? We're camping here and we're going to be cooking some breakfast today. So we have a 2-pot burner split that's going on. It actually like folds up in one, so it's pretty easy to use. We also have a butane can on the bottom here. We have our plates for camping, obviously. Lightweight, easy to clean. We also have like a GSI kit. This is the Pinnacle series that has like 3 pots in one. It comes with like cups, mugs like for soup and stuff, and then as well as 3 different pots. It comes with a small pot, kind of like a frying pan type thing, and then the big burner. It also comes with this handle that comes off. You can put it back on, but it just makes it easier. If you do get this, I would recommend getting 2. I'm going to be getting 2, so you can actually have, 2 pots at once. You don't have to be like flipping this thing and putting it on the new one and then changing them out and stuff if you need to like stir or anything. So for breakfast, we got some bacon, obviously. Kirkland signature, Costco for the win. We also have some Dempster's bread, some real nice fake gluten. And then we have our eggs. So these are like specific camping containers that you can keep your eggs in so they don't shatter into a million pieces while you're throwing stuff around in the car and also in the cooler and everything. And they just essentially help in keeping everything stable so it doesn't like shatter. We also got, this is another pro hack for camping. You got olive oil in like a little squirt bottle. You can buy these on Amazon and stuff, or any kind of like food retailer. They're mostly for sauces, but we actually use them for camping because the lid actually stays on pretty good. But if you can't use those, I would recommend going to Dollarama or a dollar store and getting a kind of like the shampoo bottle kits for travel, and actually filling those with like different oils and spices and stuff. Surprisingly cheap and works really well. So this is kind of what I'd be talking about. But as you can see, we have like avocado oil, we have like balsamic. We got some olive oil spray here as well, that works well on these pans because you can just kind of spray it. Got some Kinder's garlic spice, of course, and some Kinder's vegetable seasoning. And got 2 other ones that we haven't filled yet, but you could do like salt and pepper or whatever you want. Also have a couple other spices. So this is the GSI spice mix. So we have like red chili flakes. We got like Kinder garlic on the other side. Some vegetable seasoning on the bottom. Each of them kind of like open up and they're like segmented, so you can like kind of use one at a time. And some high salt for some potatoes or fries. And we also got a multi-spice here. So we got curry, paprika, salt, black pepper, garlic salt, and cayenne. So you can kind of pop each one off and use them as needed. Pretty good, honestly. I've used them quite a lot. So maybe the curry, feel free to change out. I don't know how often you're using curry spice, but I guess if you want to use it on like eggs or something, I'd rather use like cayenne or chili pepper or ground chili powder. Sorry. That'd probably be better. Garlic salt I use like relatively frequently, but obviously Kinder garlic wins on that regard, so highly recommend. And for the toast, this is another pro tip. We got like a little toast rack here that you can fold out, and we actually lost a piece of it, unfortunately, but technically it's supposed to fill up like this, and then you put like a piece of toast and you can toast 4 at once, and you just put it on the burner and it kind of toasts itself. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And obviously we're going to be oiling the pans, not the bacon pan, obviously. Probably put the bacon in the high top just because like when it boils off and stuff, all the fat will start to like coalesce. You can also use the fat from the bacon to cook the eggs, but up to you. And then we'll be doing some toast. So we got a camping kit here. It comes with a lot of stuff, but we've added some stuff here. We've added like a couple like very small kind of stir silicons, which are useful. As well as, the classics like a knife. We have a grater. We have a couple like, flippers and different like sauce things, as well as a couple other silicons for some smaller flippers. And then even like a basting brush, which is nice. And then definitely get some of these small tongs. They're very useful. Do not use them on the campground fire. Highly recommend. They will melt into a million pieces. I would only use metal on that. And then also if like, you're doing pancakes or something, we got like a mini flipper here. And then on top of that, we also got some utensils here. So we got some forks, knives, and spoons. So we'll be dealing with all that. Need these for the bacon. I'm going to use these for the eggs just to keep them. Honestly, I might do sunny side up, so I'll just use the flipper. But yeah, we'll run it. So we'll get our handy dandy knife here and open up some bacon like a savage. Accidentally shredded a piece, whatever. You know how it goes. But we'll set this aside to wash. May do a separate video on washing in the future, but we'll see how it goes. But the really nice thing about this flip out, it's kind of like the jet boil flip out, but it's like, you know, way cheaper. There's a lot of competitors, so I'd recommend like looking around. I can link this in the description, obviously. And yeah, let's get running. So essentially you turn them to turn them on. You go all the way to actually activate the, what's it called, spark plug, or the actual igniter. And then you can go back and change your butane amount. But we have our 8 eggs, we have our bacon, and we have our bread. So we'll get it running. Another tip when you're camping, I highly recommend bringing some Ziplocs. You never know when you'll have extra food and you need to store it. You can also do Pyrex or whatever, but sometimes you have extra, and obviously the container, once it's been opened, such as the bacon, needs to be somewhat refrigerated. So highly recommend fixing it that way. So we got our Kinder garlic spice for the eggs, so we'll put those on. So as you cook the eggs as well, I recommend kind of like going around the edges and keeping them up so they don't stick to the pan. That way it won't burn or anything. And then a pro Gordon Ramsay tip, you can also take it off the burner, let it sit for 30 seconds, and then put it back on. And that way the eggs will solidify better and they won't burn as easily. And while they're off, you can also stir them a little and just make sure, go around the edge and make sure it's able to kind of separate so it's not catching or making it, this just like prevents it from being an absolute disaster while you're cleaning. It makes it easier to clean, so it all just comes off smoothly, and then you just kind of like, you know, do a once over, wipe it down, it's good to go. And then as you go, keep flipping the bacon. I advise putting it on high, but just keeping an eye on it. This isn't something that you can walk away from. It would probably not go well. Then after kind of things get pretty good, you're able to serve some people and then kind of do another iteration, and it'll be pretty quick that way. So we'll take these eggs off, kill the burner for both, and then serve, and then we'll do some toast, and then also just continue with the bacon and some more eggs. here's some food. I'm gonna do some toast as well. Additionally, I highly recommend getting these ones. They end up helping a lot to grab pans if you don't have the extra pot holders for these types. And we'll get our little toast thing out. It folds up pretty nice, other than the fact that we lost the extra leg. But we'll put that on and just start light it here. Make sure to toast it like pretty light, because the toast will go faster than you think it will. And then while we're doing that, we'll get the rest set up. We'll load up more bacon in the other pan that's off to the side right now. Kind of let it cook with the residual heat. And then on top of that, we'll get some more eggs going here. And that'll be our final batch for breakfast. And while you're cooking, always have like a roll of Bounty or some sort of towels around, just to, like, you know, wipe off your hands, wipe off other things. Just make sure you're all clean, and doesn't need like any extra cleaning requirements type of thing. Helps a lot. And then, of course, as every good chef does, make sure to clean up your station as you go. Just helps keep everything tidy and neat, and you're a lot faster grabbing stuff and finding things. So eggs are good. Crispy. Kinder garlic always slaps. I think it has like salt, pepper, garlic, salt, and potentially like a little tinge of cayenne. It's a really good mix. Highly recommend. If you ever see Kinder garlic, definitely pick it up. But you could also probably make it at home. And sure, with ChatGPT or whatever, you can just be like, give me the recipe for Kinder garlic so I can make it at home. And it'll give you the whole breakdown. And it'll be basically as close to the real recipe as you can get. And then you won't have to pay the premium for getting the Kinder bottle. But I do really like Kinder. Recommend their stuff, especially for camping. Highly recommend. Great blends. And we'll run the last 4 eggs here. Just crack them on the side of the pan, put them in, kind of put them in their shells and keep them on the table. And then when you're kind of all ready to go, then you can throw them away in the bin. Make sure to oil the pan up though. You want to be a real pro, definitely set up your station on a plane that's level. Mine is not level, so all the oil goes to one side. But you can obviously kind of like stir it around to make sure everything's going good. All right, so the second batch of eggs is almost done. So fix them up, make sure it's kind of coming off the pan good, so it doesn't get stuck or anything. And the toast is almost done. As you can see, it's, you know, slowly toasting. Highly recommend putting this on the max setting just to speed it up, but it's getting there. And we got our bacon. So it's kind of how to make a very quick camping breakfast. It's very filling and works. You can also make like a full egg sandwich if you want with the toast. Just put the bacon and the eggs in between. And then also if you want, you know, like guac or anything, you can bring that in a container or like a Pyrex and then put that on as well. And yeah, that's how to make like a small camping breakfast. So appreciate you guys for coming through. Let me know if you want any more camping tips, and I'll be doing more camping videos in the future. So appreciate it. Hope your breakfast is good, and have fun camping.